Going to item number 2 on the agenda, proactivity. So let's look at some concepts in this matter, proactivity. There is this brilliant guy called Viktor Frankl. Viktor Frankl, and wrote an amazing book in 1948 called Man's Search for Meaning. So that book is about why am I born, what am I doing here, is this enough? Or is there something more I am destined to do and I am not even realizing it? Or I am capable of doing and I am not realizing it. So what is a typical Indian run? IIT, software job, US, 3 flats, 2 cars, marriage. End of the show. Is there something else I can do? So he actually brought a whole new meaning to this word proactivity, Viktor Frankl, in this book. So Viktor Frankl was a Jew and he was a professor of psychology in Austria, and which is the first country Germany invaded, Second World War, right? So along with millions of Jews, Viktor Frankl also was captured and thrown into a concentration camp. The most famous one called Auschwitz, right? So he was in Auschwitz and one of the few people who survived. So they went through torture, and Auschwitz concentration camp means you are in queue. What are you in queue for? Your own lecture. Can you imagine this life? That you are thrown into a particular place and they are told that, okay boss, बहुत rush ज़्यादा है, please bear with us. We'll kill you after 1 week. Customer service. Nazi style. So Viktor Frankl was one of the few people who would resist. He will not obey orders given to him. So therefore he will get maximum punishment. So punishments would be starvation, isolation. Isolation means you are thrown into a dungeon, dark, no air, no nothing, no food, 3 days. You don't know whether it's night or day. You're totally disoriented when you come out. So one such isolation punishment, he went through some, what we would describe as Gnanodaya. He had an experience of being able to see himself, which is so easy, isn't it? We can close our eyes and we know, okay, I'm sitting here at this kind of classroom and what am I wearing, I know. So accidentally he saw himself when he was in this dungeon, and then what does he see? That there is a skeleton covered by a skin, no flesh, because starvation does that to you, and disheveled and looking terrible. That man is lying on the floor. He is able to see himself, and then he got a new idea, new feeling. He said, okay, these German guards, whatever torture they can do to my body. Me, they can't do anything. And which I think Indians inherently, we grow up thinking of this Advaita kind of a concept, that I am different from my body kind of thing. So this torture period is over, punishment is over, door is open, and the skeleton walks like this. क्या कर लेते तुम लोग करो. Bravery against severe danger. For them it takes a second to shoot him, isn't it? No law, no nothing. So one of the few people who survived the Holocaust. And then he started thinking about his experiences. Anyway, he was a psychologist by profession. Went back to his college, continued his research, and came out with this brilliant model called the proactive model.